Hey everyone, welcome to Horrible Gaming. My name is Nora, and on today's video we are testing a new theme out. Before we get started, I'd appreciate if you'd hit that like, subscribe, and notify button if you want to see more content like this in the future. It really does help me out. I also want to quickly say thank you so much for 26k subscribers on the channel. My channel has officially hit a little over a year old now, so all the support really has meant a ton to me. If you're new to my channel, my name is Nora and I do a ton of different Animal Crossing content, from natural tutorials all the way up to city core, island tours, and so much more. I also do a lot of Pokemon content and general simulation gaming, so if you're into that kind of stuff, I hope you decide to stick around. As we get started on today's entry video, I just want to quickly say thank you so much for the love and support on my recent community posts. I recently lost one of my pets who meant dearly to me, and it's been a really rough last 4 days just trying to move forward and grieve. So many of y'all have reached out to me on my other platforms and also reached out to me here on YouTube, and it just really means a lot to me that y'all are there to support me as a creator but be there for me as a friend too. So thank y'all so much for being amazing and just the best followers I could ever ask for. So moving forward on today's video, I know we just did a blossom theme, but I still feel really inspired to be working in cherry blossom season. Animal Crossing burnout is very real. Many of us go through it, we experience it, and it's dreadful because we just want to be able to play the game and enjoy it. And I went through a very bad case of it before my previous island. My previous island basically was to get me enjoying the game again. Do I still feel burnt out? A little bit, but I still feel inspired to work in cherry blossom season, so I don't want to question that with myself or just like not, test out the theme that's in my mind right now, because I'm worried if I don't test it, I won't be playing the game for myself anymore. And so I figured that today I would test the idea just to see if I like it or not, and see if I'm ready to commit to the idea of a rural-like village. Now, I've wanted to do this theme for quite some time actually, but the main issue I have is I struggle with rural themes. I struggle just basically with combining the natural aspects of an island to the city elements. So I'm hoping that if this entry goes well today and I end up really liking it, and y'all know if I liked it at the end of this video, I'll definitely fill y'all in, that I can progress this and get some really fun ideas out. I want this island to be a lot more structured and detailed than my other islands have been. I've been doing a lot of simple islands because I know many of you are new to city core. I want y'all to feel confident when you do city core islands and just have something kind of like a map and guide to go off of. Kaneko, which was my recent cherry blossom city, which was more modern Tokyo outskirts kind of vibe, was geared for people who are struggling with city core layouts, just road inspiration in general. So I wanted to keep it fairly simple so it wasn't overwhelming for someone out there who might need the inspo for their own island. Today's entry is gonna feel a little bit more detailed. We're gonna have a lot of greenery going on, so if you're doing a rural theme, I really do hope that this brings you some inspiration. I've never committed to a rural theme before, but again, I've been wanting to try a theme around this for quite some time, as I really enjoy forest core themes and just naturals in general. I feel like this would be such a great theme for me since I struggle with implementing city elements with naturals, and I've been really wanting to try to learn how to do those better. And also, it's just a little bit of a different style than what I normally do. Not sure what my plans are for this island, but I know that if I commit to this, I would like to have half of the village to have kind of like a fishing town sort of vibe, very rustic, and then I would love for this to transition into some farming areas and lots of natural landscape. I would also like to add in this video, if you are somebody who is new to city core and you're struggling with road placement, I have a playlist dedicated to just a bunch of road tutorials on how to use them, how to figure out basically what pieces are what when you're looking inside an MA code, and more. So I definitely recommend checking those out, as well as my city core for beginners playlist. So onto today's build. I personally really love using water codes, being that the base game water that we actually get with terraforming just doesn't always suit the vibe that you're trying to go for on an island theme. So water codes are a great usage for that. Now, if you're someone who hates using water codes, you can totally actually just use regular terraform. A lot of the decorations that I'm using today will work fine with that. If you are wanting to do a boat perspective area, I will also have one of my boat perspective videos linked in the video's description to to teach you how to get that illusion. Basically, the goal with that type of build is it makes it look like the yacht item is sitting on the water, but it's actually not. So that will be a great optional build for you if you're somebody who does not like using water codes. So during this part of the video, you're going to notice a lot of transitions just because the water code takes quite a bit of time to add details to it. You don't have to do the same decorations that I'm choosing today. Definitely put your own twist to it, but I'm just going to go ahead and add some water details, and then we will start on a little dock area. I also want to quickly add into this video, a lot of my inspiration came from several different creators. I will have them all linked in the video's description if you want to go check them out, as well as all the codes that I'm using on today's video too. Before we start on the boat dock area, I'm just working on a few more transitional areas, so if you're someone who is struggling with transitional spots, hopefully this video will give you some great inspiration, especially if you're doing a rural theme. Also want to quickly add that a lot of this build style was actually a goal to add onto my last island, but I simply just didn't have any space. So if you're not doing a rural theme, this would still be a great transitional area. Just replace a lot of the rural aspects with modern style builds, or you could use villager homes. So I do want to put that information out there that even if you aren't doing the same theme as me, a lot of my builds can work for multiple different island styles. I know many of my followers have been wanting a rural theme for quite some time, so if you are struggling with some builds or just have some ideas for this island in general, now that you kind of see what the vibe is that I'm going for, feel free to let me know in the comment section below. I will do my best to try to add them to this island because I'm very new to rural themes. I'm definitely crossing my fingers I don't change my theme on y'all, because I'm really bad about that, especially after finishing an island. But I will be honest, I am enjoying this island theme quite a bit. Did not actually expect me to like it so much. So once this video is posted, I will definitely be building on it some more and documenting any worthy builds so you can get inspiration in case you're recreating the same island as I am today. Now that most of the main layout is pretty much done on the island, I'm gonna go ahead and transition to do a final walkthrough before we end this video of any extra details I've added to the build since then, and also just what my plans are too. So here is my island entrance. Again, I wanted it to feel very overgrown and rural, so I thought putting the train track immediately at the entry was a wise idea for that. Then we head over towards the edge of my map, and then we come across Sucker's home. Not sure what I'm doing here, but I'm thinking I'll probably do something pretty simple like a fishing area and lots of different fishing items displayed. So if you have any ideas for that, definitely let me know in the comment section. I hope that this island entrance brings you some inspiration for your island, whether it's for your entry or a filler location on your map. Let me know what you thought about it in the comment section below. With that being said, thank you so much for watching and have a horrible day. I'll see you next video.